Hello, welcome to my second video on designing M&E system for public institutions, and in today's presentation I'll be talking about result-based management. And for those of you who have not seen my first video, it's better you check on it. It is on the basic concepts on monitoring and evaluation. Now, as usual, my name is John Mwingira, working at TMDA Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation section, but I'll be your coach in this tutorial. Yes, what is result-based what is RBM, result-based management? Well, result-based management is a tool for monitoring and managing the implementation of programs or project or strategy, which of course define realistic expected results. We monitor progress toward the achievement of expected results using results for management, decision, and reporting on performance. So basically, that is what RBM means. We have to define realistic expected results, and then we monitor progress toward achievement of expected results, and then we use the results for management, decision, and reporting on performance. That is what constitutes result-based management. When you are focusing on the results, now you are doing a result-based management. Yeah. So, but in M&E, it is very critical in result-based management. You cannot talk about result-based management if you don't consider issues of monitoring and evaluation. Monitoring and evaluation is a critical part in result-based management. Otherwise, you cannot say anything about RBM if you don't like M&E. And the center point for result-based management is a result chain. Now, what is a result chain? Actually, the result chain is a logical flow of inputs, activities, output, outcome, and the final outcomes. So we are trying to see the chain, how the inputs produce the activities, how the activities produce the outputs, how the outputs produce the outcomes, and how the outcome produce the final outcomes, the impact now. Now the inputs are all available resources. These are the resources which are available for including budget and the staff, and then this enables us to do the actions. This is the chain of this input to activities. We take actions or work performed to transform inputs into activities, and then from the activities we get the output, tangible goods or services that program produce or delivers. The outcomes, these are the results likely to be achieved when beneficiaries use outputs. And the final outcomes, these are the impact of the project or the program. These are the final program goals typically achieved in the long term. If you have got money, and then from the money, maybe you construct maybe a water source, a well, or a dam. Then these will be the activities. From the activities, if you construct a dam, the output will be either a well or a dam constructed. It is a tangible thing. Then, when the beneficiaries make use of the water from that well, we say that the outcomes that they are likely to achieve when they make use of the water, which is the clean water now, it means then they will be getting the safe water, and so maybe the prevalences of waterborne diseases will be getting down. We say those are the outcomes. But when the diseases get down, then it means these guys will now be working hard and will be contributing to the economy. So the impact is increased economic status of those community or of the countries. So we say this is the result chain. Usually the monitoring happens at the implementation stage, at the input activities output, and the evaluation occurs at the outcome or at the impact level. But that is, I was just wanted to explain what the result chain is. Now, if we want to explain the result chain in terms of our programs, we can see that, say the Tanzania, we have the Tanzania Vision 2025, so I've written 2020-25, which is a 15 years document. And this document, the Vision 2025, seeks to make sure that it is aiming to improve the quality of livelihoods. We need the people having the high quality livelihood, good governance and rule of law, a strong and a competitive economy. That is the aim of the Vision 2025. And so this is like a program, and it is at the impact level. Then we have the 5 years development plans. We had the first development plan, we had the second 5-year development plan, and now we are starting to implement the third 5-year development plan. And these are like the projects, because they are trying now to see how the Vision 2025 is achieved through these 3 documents: 5 years development plan 1, 2, and 3. It's like phasing the projects. Then again, we have the strategic plans. Each institution, government institution, they are having their own strategic plans, which are derived from the 5 years development plan, and these are considered like projects. From the strategic plans, we come up with the business plans. This, we are trying now to translate what has been stated in the strategic plans into actionable activities. The activity that will produce the objective, the outcomes, or the outcomes stated in the strategic objectives of the strategic plans. These are now the processes explaining how do we now bring about the changes we are desiring in our strategic plans. And then we have the budgets. Now, the budget is nothing but trying to see how do we plan, how do we budget for the actions that we have said in our business plan. We put them into the budget so that we can implement them and get the desired outcome. So these are the processes. These are the processes. So what I would say, back to the result chain, the budgets are the inputs, the business plan, like I've said, the activities, the strategic plans are the outputs. It's where now we have the strategic objectives, and then from the strategy, from the output, we get the outcomes. We contribute to the 5 years development plan. Each institution trying to contribute to the 5 years development plan. That's why the strategic plans are considered as project components, where the 5 years development plan are the projects. And then we have the outcomes. From the outcome now, we get the impact. What we want to show here is the linkages. Like I said, the result chain, how the budgets produce the processes, how the processes produce the outputs, how the outputs produce the outcomes, and how the outcomes brings about the change we want to achieve at the end of the day, at the end of the 15 years, that is 2025. So basically, this is a simple way of explaining the result chain in the context of the government policy and its implementation at the levels of institutions in terms of the strategic plans. So when we are talking about monitoring, we are doing monitoring, we are focusing on the inputs, activities, and outputs, and a little bit of the outcomes. That is the monitoring. And when we are talking about evaluation, we are now getting further to the outcome, to the results, outcomes and impact. these are the results, these are the processes, activities, and outcomes. So in result-based management, our focus is on monitoring for the results, either the outcome or the impact. When we are doing evaluation, we are focusing on the outcome and the impact, and that's then we say the result-based management. So I think for today we can end up here, and don't forget to comment in this video, but again don't forget to share with your colleagues so that they follow this presentation as well. But again, don't forget to subscribe in this channel so that when I post any video you get notified, and then you follow up the presentation. Otherwise, you can contact me as usual. These are my contacts. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time. Thank you.